Okay, so I went ahead and I worked on my painting a little bit more. I took away the what I was started to make the pink flame here. I took that away and colored it all in with a little bit of a darker pink. And then I began the pink flame over here in this corner like I mentioned in the last video. I haven't yet gone over the tagline here at the bottom. I still need to do that. But I did go over the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum a little bit more yesterday, just to kind of firm those lines up. And I think what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to try not to be in the way of the camera too much, is start to develop the butterflies. And this is such a strong pink down here that I think I'm going to make the butterflies pink and maybe pink, black, and white, so that it kind of ties in the colors together. One of the things that my painting teachers has stressed several times in classes is if you're going to use a color on your painting, use it at least 3 times in 3 different places. So I've got it here, here, and then I'll have it, 3 or more times, but at least 3 times, so that it moves the eye around the canvas. And it'll make it feel a little more balanced when I do that as well. Another thought that just came to me is I could paint all of this in that same pink, and then it would just be right across here. It'd be very beautiful with a couple accents up in the butterflies. I'll make that decision as I get a little further along. I'll take a look at it once I get the butterflies done and see if I want to do it that way or not. But for now, that's where I'm at, and I will get working on the butterflies. So that brought in, let's see if I can zoom in anymore. No, I'll move the camera up closer. So that brought in some of that bright pink that I used below, with a little bit of turquoise, white, and black. So I ended up going with some turquoise because it wasn't looking colorful enough for me. I'm going to leave that one as is for now. I realized my camera angle had changed, so I didn't get any of that process on film. So I'll move the camera and I will attempt to show you the next 2. This is why I'm offering this class so inexpensively, because the filming has been quite a challenge. The camera doesn't want to sit still. Well, I will attempt to work on that one at the bottom. The way I began was outlining. Wasn't sure where I was going with that. Just when I started, I thought it would just be some, some swishes, but I think I'm going to color it in and then I can design over it. Careful not to get into the black too much. It's still wet, so I mean, you can wait in between the outline, wait until it dries before you start to come in with other colors, so that they don't get muddy and blended. For me, if it blends, I really don't mind that. You can see here that the sides don't match exactly, and that's okay. All art is beautiful, and there are no rights or wrongs. that one. And then I'm going to come in with probably some dots of white and maybe some lines of black to further stylize that. Let's see what I can do with the white. I'm using the tip of my brush. I just put a little bit of white paint on that. I want to be careful not to have too much. I tend to do that sometimes. Oh, good. Yeah, some nice rounded dots. So much easier than with a brush. At least for me it is. I do try to make my markings, you know, similar if not identical on side to side. The shapes of the wings aren't necessarily the same, like I pointed out earlier, but I do like to repeat the patterns.